Hi guys! In today's video I'm going to show you how I save the seeds from my tiny little alyssum plant. I'm Komal and welcome to my channel, Evan Hobby Gardener. If you are new here, I make free educational videos to empower you on your gardening journey. So if that's of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon so you don't miss any of my updates. And when I'm not on when I'm not on YouTube, I do update my Facebook page quite often as well. So be sure to check out my updates at Evan Hobby Gardener Facebook page as well. Alright, let's get started then. Now the harvesting technique, like the harvesting of seeds technique that I'm going to show you in this video is what I do, and you can use this on any kind of alyssum plant that you have. Okay, it doesn't matter which variety of alyssum you're growing. Okay, the seed structure and how you harvest these seeds is pretty much the same across all the plants. Okay, so let's look at this one here. Okay, only because it's easier to focus on this one. Okay, now usually with a lot of the flowers, okay, you will see that the seeds are, say inside the center of the plant, but these flowers are so tiny. Look at that. How small and beautiful are they? Okay, their seeds are basically, they show up after the flowers have been spent. Okay, so do you see these little spiky thingies down the bottom just right there? These are the seed pods. Okay, now this one here where my finger is, okay, that still has a seed pod inside it because it has this dark, bloated, reddish tinge to it. Okay, whereas these ones here, which are more relatively flat, the seed has already escaped. Okay, and the seeds are they're really tiny. I'll show you in a bit how tiny these seeds are. Okay, and they're also very lightweight. Okay, so on a windy day, it doesn't even have to be super gusty, just even a decently windy day, okay, these seeds can escape and they can kind of travel a fair bit because they're so light and just reseed itself somewhere in your garden. Okay, but if you want to save the seeds, if you want to kind of, plant your alyssum in a particular area of your garden, okay, or if you are actually growing an annual variety of alyssum, okay, then it's very important that you do harvest these seeds and save these seeds. Okay, so I'm about to show you now how I harvest these seeds step by step. So the only equipment that you need to be able to harvest these seeds is good old trusted scissors. Alright, so you don't need anything too fancy. And what I'm going to do, this is the way I do mine, okay, is I'm basically just going to cut these spent stalks. Okay, so I'll focus on one for you. Okay, so I'm going right at the bottom, and hopefully you can see that. Okay, I'm going right at the bottom and just taking a cut of the actual stalk. Okay, and you can see I have cut this at an angle. Okay, and if you've been following my videos sometimes, every time I take a cutting, I cut it at roughly a 45-degree angle. Okay, all my stalks. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, take another one. Okay, now this one, obviously it has, see this one here, okay, it's got a flower on it already. Okay, so because there's still some flowers there, not a whole heap, but still are some there. Okay, I'm not going to cut the stalk right towards the bottom, because you can see here there is also, some new kind of leaves that are coming up just right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take this stalk off right about till, say, here. Okay, so about this much, just right there. Okay, and I'm going to make, quite a few cuttings like this. Okay, where I am going to cut these plants off, and then I'm going to take these inside. Okay, and I'm going to start collecting all my seeds there. Okay, so just so I don't bore you guys too much, I'm going to take all these, cuttings like this. Okay, cuttings of all such kind of stalks. Okay, not ones that still have flowers on it. Okay, but all the spent ones. I'm gonna collect all these cuttings, take it inside, and then I'll show you what I do with this next. Okay, so I've collected all my little cuttings. Okay, now just for the purposes of this video, I have also taken a couple of stalks with flowers just so I can explain why I was also saying a little while earlier not to harvest the ones with flowers on it. Okay, now you can see in here, okay, there are some seed pods which are still green. Okay, so if I take you in a little bit closer, see these are just white, so these are completely spent. Whereas these ones just right there, okay, see how they're green? Okay, these are not mature seeds, so this is not something that you want to harvest. Okay, so that's why you just want to wait till all your flowers have been spent. Okay, and that way these little green ones here, they will start you know, that they will start kind of maturing. Those seeds will start maturing once the plant is still, you know, when the flower is still kind of attached to the stalk. Okay, so don't harvest a green little pod like that. What you do want to harvest is basically this little pod that I've got here, okay, which has like a white flap, but also has like a tiny red seed inside it. Okay, so I finally got my camera to focus, and this is the kind of seed you want to harvest. Okay, so you can see it's got a tiny red speckle. Okay, so it still has that white coating. Okay, but it also has that tiny red speckle inside it. Okay, and that is what you want to harvest. And the way you harvest this is basically just taking that little thing and let me pull that bowl closer. Okay, and then just kind of giving it a bit of a gentle rub, and that is how you get that seed. Another one, again, same thing. I'm going to I just rubbed it gently. As you can see, some of the flakes came out, and that was the seed just right there. Okay, so there you go. That is how you save the seeds of an alyssum. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a like and share, and until my next video, happy gardening.